I called Officer Wiegert, Detective Wiegert, that evening of the 9th. And at that point, he told me they just overlooked calling me. And I told him I wanted to come out to the scene. They told me the scene was closed for the night. And I said, okay, that's fine, but why didn't you give us some kind of report, some kind of a heads up as to what was going on? And then he commented to me at that time very rudely, well, I don't have to call or tell you about bones. And I said, oh, yes, you do. It's the law, it's the statute 979. When there is a deceased body or remains, that a coroner or medical examiner are always notified. They handle the medical forensic side of the body. Got a call from the county exec. You need to stay out of this conflict of interest because of the Avery case and the $36 million lawsuit. And then it was a few minutes later, I got a call from the county attorney. Deb, you need to stay out of this case because of the conflict of interest and the $36 million lawsuit. And I questioned them. I said, what are other officers doing out there from Manitowoc County when they should not be out there? I said, I've never been involved in a previous Avery case. My office is separate from the sheriff's department, and it just ended by that.
we will be able to show that this was deceptively withheld by the state. Kratz creates an index of discovery, but right at the end of it, he puts an entry that says Brendan Dassey's computer, 7 CDs. Bunch of things wrong with that. It's not Brendan Dassey's computer, and there were never 7 CDs. There were 7 DVDs and a CD, and the CD is what has the analysis on it. But I believe what he was doing is he was trying to hide the fact that Fassbender still had the CD. It had never been turned over. So he's thinking that Buting and Strang and their paralegals, and you're in this big flurry getting ready for trial, you're going to look at that entry and think, oh, well, we must have that. By the way, it has to do with Brendan's computer. We're not going to get involved in looking at stuff on Brendan's computer. And so it's just so slippery the way that he did that. And then this stipulation proposal was sent by Mr. Kratz on January 25th of 2007. So in paragraph R, Mr. Kratz says, computer analysis of Steve, Teresa, and Brendan's computer. Mike Velie of the Grand Chute Police Department analyzed the hard drives of these 3 and found nothing much of evidentiary value. Nothing much of evidentiary value? Yeah, for the state, there's nothing much, but there's something huge for the defense that he's kept from them. And of course, where the deception is in labeling it as Brendan's computer. And when you find out that you're there because the other side tricked and lied to your attorneys, it doesn't get much worse than that. It's hardly the prosecutor seeking justice.